Virtual means the replica of actual things. Here we are talking about the virtual tables, means the tables which are replica of the actual tables. Like take an example. We have some database which is stored to any other place, maybe in SharePoint, maybe in SQL, or maybe at another place. So sometimes we have designed some system or any type of automation or any type of front end which is working on the Power Platform. So in that case we need to set up some communication from the front end to the database. In that case, now there is a new function that is coming into the Power Platform is you can create the virtual table inside the Dataverse. As Dataverse sitting inside directly in the Power Platform, so your functionality become little faster, and hence you can increase the performance of your system. Virtual tables, it's like you have one database. Let's say you are using some SharePoint, you have some system which is some database which is designed on the SharePoint, and your front end is designed on the Power App. So in order to do the communication, although we have the direct connection available with the SharePoint, but still it's a different database. But if we somehow get the same database to our Dataverse, then our work would be little easier to get done. Like in case of deployment, in case of any other communication, or in case of performance, it would be just an add-on. Okay, so in this video we'll be talking about how we can create the virtual tables in Dataverse. Hey everyone, this is Prashant Chaudhary. I welcome you all to my channel Classy Power. In this video we'll create a virtual table. Of what virtual table? There is a table which is sitting inside my SharePoint, and I'll simply create the same table into my Dataverse so that if I need to do any type of CRUD operation or any type of automation, I can interact directly with my Dataverse. I need not to go to the SharePoint again. And whatever I'm doing with the Dataverse table, all changes would be reflected to my actual table. Okay, that's the meaning of the virtual. We are interacting with one table, but the changes are reflecting actual table too. Okay, so without wasting your time, I'm just taking you to my screen. So here I'm on my SharePoint. I have one list whose name is deploy list. What I need to do, I want a system, I want an application that use this application. I can directly connect my application through uh, this table, but I want that table, a virtual table of this table, of this actual table into my Dataverse, so that if I connect my Dataverse table with my Power App, the communication would be faster, somewhere faster. Okay, so what I need to do, I need to create a virtual table of this table into my Dataverse. How I can do this? I can go to my Dataverse, and on my environment I need to go to my tables, and in the tables new table, and here is the option to new table from the external data. I need to click on that. Here once I click on that, it would ask the connections, because the virtual table that you want to design should be, the actual table should be sitting somewhere else. So for now I can see only SharePoint and the SQL. So in this example I'm focusing on the SharePoint table. So I click on my SharePoint connection. If you don't have, you can just add the new connection from here, but it's I already have, so that is the reason I need not to create again. I can click on my SharePoint and click on the next. Here it would ask the SharePoint URL. So you can pass your SharePoint URL directly here, or it would give you some recent sites. So I'll use my recent site, and then next. In this site, I need the data. So my table name is deploy list. So I can check that table into this place. I can see deploy list is here. I can click on this and next. Here it takes little time to load the data and everything, the names, the configuration, everything, and it would populate the right figures. Like the display name would be list table, role name, schema name would be CR for DE, whatever is my publisher, and then it would give me the columns. Whatever the columns I have into my SharePoint, all would come to my Dataverse. Like I have the ID, I have the title, I have the one choice type of column. Okay, so here I can see the display name of the column that would be created into my Dataverse table now. Okay, and this modify and create on goes to the required columns. Then I can directly click on the next. It gives you some type of last touch and all, like this is your external resource, your table. If you find something else, like if you want to add more columns, you can directly click on it again and then click again on the next. Then here you just finish this. Then it will take little time to set up that table as a replica. Okay, so just wait a second little. Mm. Meanwhile, I can check. I have this list. I have around some rows. Okay, as I'm creating the virtual table should contain the data too. So let it load. It's it's creating. It will take a little more time, I guess. Okay. Okay. So it has created now. Now I can see my table name is deploy list, the same as per of my SharePoint list. And here I can see the title and I can see the data. If I compare this data with to my SharePoint, I can see the same. Okay, it means whenever do create the virtual table, it would copy the data too, and the virtual means the same only. It would create the same of the actual things. Okay, now suppose my front end, my application is interacting with my Dataverse table. So take example, if I create something here, let's say test, okay, test virtual entity, and the choice column. Okay, yes, I can select the choice yahoo.com. So I have created a one record from my Dataverse. I can see on the SharePoint it's not here. So let me just reload it and check. So here I can see it means whatever I'm creating from the Dataverse, it would be reflected to my actual table. And if I do something from the actual table, will it be reflected to my virtual table? So let's check it out. Do and delete this particular record, the same record. Come back and then do the refresh. And see, that particular record has been removed. It means it's a proper communication between the actual table and the virtual table. So now here we can see, like, that's how we can create the virtual table for any table which is sitting inside to any other of your database. So that is all in this video, everyone. So if I hope you find it helpful. And the main aim of this virtual table is to just increase the performance, because we all know that if our system is using the Dataverse, then the performance would be little higher. Okay, so thanks everyone. Thank you.